Hey y'all, just kidding. Hey guys, what's going on? So, if you want to know the secret, I have been making my hair in kind of a DOKKAN-ish. Anyway, today I put toner on. It's supposed to make it ash blonde. Some places more, silver, whatever. That'll wash out. I'm not really worried about that. It looks really a lot brighter in yonder, but I don't know. Don't care. My hair. I did what I wanted. Okay, so I just put up my first podcast. It is on Apple and Google. I don't even know what it's called, but they said it was on Apple and Google. It's called Thankful. I am thankful. It's good. I'm not gonna say that about everything I do, but it's good. You should listen to it. If you need information, yada yada, let me know. Okay. I put a lot of conditioner in my ends. As you can see, there's some silver blonde, there's some gold blonde, there's some red still left. A couple months that red's gonna be gone. But I'm just not putting my hair through anything else right now. I'm probably gonna wash it 4 times a day until that silver comes out. But y'all, I really liked it bright. I feel like it gave me people's attention. Yeah, I know, weird. I'm weird, can't help it. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. Let me tell you. I hope everybody is having a great day. Everybody. I hope that whatever circumstance you're in turns in your favor. You got it. You got this. Okay, so gonna slap some makeup on here. Gonna talk a little bit while I do. I can't help it. I'm kind of like one of those transparent people. Like, I don't give a flea who knows what I think, etc. I try to be respectful, but sometimes you just gotta put it out there. And usually those times I just talk to my husband, and then he gets online and tells me to take it down. So yeah. So I'm still not in where I want to be. Anyway, I really wish I could just up and down on this thing, but Yelly, I think that's what his name is. Anyway, he told my husband that I needed to change it, so I did. And I agree, it does video better. Anyway, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Heather Jones Owen. I am a resident of the huge county of Wise. And I just want to talk a little bit about something here. Now, I am one of those people, if you say, don't do this, I'm going to do it. Now, not necessarily, now look at those nails, terrible. Not necessarily a cop or something like that, because I'm not as scared of them as I used to be. When I was little, I was scared of them. People say, cops are going to get you if you don't put that back, stuff like that. Don't tell your kids that. You don't want them to be scared of cops. Anyway. Yes, that's an energy drink. Anyway. I was just thinking as I made this podcast about some things that I really hadn't even thought about. I know that's redundant, but whatever. And I just want to talk about something that after I sat here and thought about it, it blew my ever-loving mind. Blew my mind. Just how it is. I was thinking, how can Walmart get me to walk down certain aisles certain ways? And I just thought to myself, am I not an American? I mean, yes, I understand. Wear a mask, blah, blah, blah. I'm here to tell y'all, if there's 17 people and they're all going the same way, it don't matter. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Not the FDA, not the NIH, not the WHO, who, but. So, I got to thinking to myself, if we had been in this Walmart right here in Washington County, Virginia, and if they had told me, or if my parents had told me, only walk down every other aisle and go around for the other one, that's not hard to follow. However, I've never done it. Never. Now, I'm not, I'm one of those people, I don't pay attention to those anyway. So I'm not griping about, I do whatever I want to do anyway. That's just the truth. That's life. It's just truth. But I got to thinking to myself, if Walmart can make us in a, I'm going to guess, I don't even know anything about this, 20,000 square foot place, walk in one way, all of us. Just saying. I'm not saying be rebellious. Not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm not doing it. There is no help. Now, if I have a cart, be reasonable. But, when I go in there just to look at something, I am not going to look down every time I go in somewhere and say, oh, I need to go around. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Now, when I have a cart, I try to be a little more respectful because that kind of helps the traffic flow. I understand. I get it, y'all. Y'all that are going to yell, I get it. But if Walmart, youngsters, think about this. If Walmart has you walking down different aisles different ways, something that has really no authority over you, and your doctor or your parents say this is necessary, you need to do this, and you won't, how much power does Walmart have over you? Just saying. I'm always one of those people that kicks against whatever Tim say, I need to brush your baby. I'll do it tomorrow, and then I'll do it a week later. I mean, it's just, I don't even think about it. It's just how I feel. It's like, somebody tells me to do something, my body automatically just says no. Whatever. Now, sometimes, I'm probably over-exaggerating, but sometimes that's the truth. And especially at the age that a lot of kids are at. So if y'all think that believing, okay, I'm not a doctor. I'm not. But, those doctors that were removed, they made sense to me. Because they're not the only ones that have said that. Lost their jobs. And their First Amendment right. Man, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And I just got thinking about that. I thought, what if I need that medicine right there, or that hat right there, or that size underwear, and there is nobody there, and I look down and there's an X, am I really going to walk all the way around? No. No, Susie Q. And I would have to say, I bet Sam Walton is rolling in his grave right now. Also, I've been doing a lot of the don't go in shopping. It does cut down on the on what you buy, whatever. It really doesn't for me because I'm like, hey, I'll get this tomorrow. No, but it helps my back. I can't have someone go with me all the time and push a cart. When I push a cart at several different places in one day, y'all, I can't hardly walk that even. So anyway, how much control are we giving people? Just saying. Not being mean. I'm just saying, I thought in my head, if anybody told me, if I was walking down an aisle and somebody, okay, wait, let me say this. You're going down the big aisle. Medicine and pharmacies here, all their stuff's here, and you're walking down that aisle, and there is a Walmart person at the front of each aisle saying whether you can go in or not. That's pretty much what the X's in the you know green things mean. You know, if they tell me you can't go in this aisle and get your medicine, you have to go down that aisle and go around all the way at the bottom, I'm gonna say kiss my butt, kick rocks. I'm going somewhere else. Which, eventually I think is what we're all gonna have to do. Look at this. This stuff's got me tore up. Anyway, just a thought. I mean, it just popped in my head, and I thought, my God, nobody can make you do something. You have to do something. It's true. And you might say, well, I do it for this reason, do it for that reason. You still are making the decision to do it. Just thought I'd let you know. Now, there is a young man. Guys, I don't follow sports a lot except for football. I'm not going to lie. When I was young, I was a big Chipper Jones fan. Went to Atlanta, saw them live. Saw them play the Cubs so I could see Sammy Sosa, blah, blah, blah. Because, I kind of liked him. Don't know nothing about him. I know Chipper was a ladies' man back in the day. Don't know nothing about him now, so I don't want to hear nothing about that stuff. But I'm just saying, I liked it. I went to the games. And now I'm really into football. Ever since I started college, when I was young, I was into football. Me and my cousin Nathan both liked Dallas. Don't know who he likes now, or if he does, if he even pays attention now. Has a really busy, hectic job. But, for a young man to come out, his name was maybe JOHNATHON, Isaac, something like that. And my husband just, I saw him, what he said on it, and I said to myself, he is in, I think it was basketball, he was in there with all these people. And guys, let's just say it, black men, black women are awesome at getting in shape and being in sports teams. I mean, come on, they're like 80% of the people we watch in sports. Maybe not in baseball. Baseball has some more white pitchers maybe. But guys, look at the football teams. Look at the basketball teams. And they're awesome. They work to get there. They deserve to be there. So, we need to give them kudos for that. And this young man, I don't know if it's his first year, second year. I have not looked at all that up. I'm just saying, he 100% stood in that gym alone and didn't wear a Black Lives Matter shirt. He didn't, in the interview, he was talking about how, it didn't fit his beliefs. I think he said that before, but then after we had the interview, he actually talked about how, he had a belief in Jesus and all this stuff. Listen, y'all, he didn't pick that up off the internet. That's been in that man for a while, for a long time. People who, it takes a man of God to stand up with that in that situation. He's young. I mean, I don't know how, I can't tell people's age really well. And y'all with the darker skin tones, y'all look flawless. I never can tell. But I really wish I had some of that. But anyway, I paid to go to a tanning bed for a year, and then I ended up with pre-melanoma all over my body. But anyway, moving past. So you know what? Standing up, he didn't go into a rant. He didn't call the AEC, whatever them people are, whatever they are, that people who are not treated the same. He just stood. And as I put on Facebook, that alone shows me there's hope. He doesn't want division. He doesn't want to wear a Black Lives Matter shirt because, in his opinion, they are not in real support of Black lives. And y'all correct me if I say something wrong, but I'm pretty much, I might be paraphrasing some, but he said that his belief in Jesus, when a young person stands up in front of the world and says that, he's had Jesus a while, y'all. He's going to be scrutinized. Now, unless Jesus just interferes and everybody respects him, bam, it's over with. But I'm telling y'all, most people who stand up for God at that age are scrutinized. Hello. I'm not his age, but when I look at y'all, I don't know what's going on with me. And I'm not saying that I know him and all this stuff. I'm just saying, as I wasn't a PK, preacher's kid, for those of you who don't know what that means. I wasn't a PK, but it might as well have been. Might as well have been. There wasn't no fakery going on at my house. There wasn't no, Daddy says he's a Christian at church and he's drunk all Monday through Friday. No, wasn't none of that. Wasn't none of that hypocrisy going on in my house. Ran into someone yesterday. Just someone helping me at the store. And they said that they didn't go, the woman coming there preaching at her because she didn't go to church. She said, there's hypocrites at church. Well, there's hypocrites at church because there's people at church. If you go to church, whatever you are, it's now at church too. I didn't say that to her, but that's what I was thinking. As long as people are on this planet, there's going to be failures. Guys, why can I not ever find my stuff? I'm telling you what, if my husband's been in here this morning, shoo! Okay, I'm going to talk about Jesus, but just give me a second. I'm telling y'all, I'm sick and tired of not being able to find my own makeup. My own. I know I ain't used it in a month, but come on. But y'all, there's a hope. There's my remote. I've been blaming that on him for a week. Well, I didn't find my brush, but I found my remote, so I guess that's a win. Oh, here it is. So, y'all, just when we think, there's no rebounding, we're done. Here we come. Back again. Sometimes in this story, I'm going to show you this with this man that stood by himself. Sometimes you got to stand by yourself. It's not easy. It's not fun. It's scary. With the violence going on in our society right now, how do you think he feels walking down the street? I can't imagine what people are saying about him on the internet. I tell y'all, it may not be this way forever. While we have a chance, we need to speak our piece. I swear. In Jesus' time, some people might not realize this, the government crucified him. They could not find nothing. He did nothing wrong. And then a murderous man and him were set out in front of the people, the Jewish people. Jesus was a Jew, the Jewish people. And he said, which thinking they would make the right choice, he said to the people, should I let Jesus go or should I let Barbaras? I can't remember his name. It starts with a B and has an RS in it, so that sounded really bad. But anyway, Barbaras, I believe. Let him go. And when he said Jesus, they said crucify him. His own people. His own people. Now, if the Son of God can come down humbly and do works and miracles for all kinds of people in the Romans, for the Romans, and then when the Romans give the Jews a choice, they pick him anyway. Guys, we will suffer like Christ did. Doesn't mean we're going to be crucified. I'm talking about people, our own people will turn against us. And I know you're asking, what are you getting at? I'm just getting at some different things. Church folk are going to turn against you. Had it happen to me. I was not cursed, but I was blessed out in the kitchen of a church because the man didn't like the fact that I played contemporary Christian music, worship. He said, I want to puke every time you get up and start to sing that stuff. Pastor was standing there and didn't say nothing. Not a thing. And I said, for all I care, I'll quit. I don't have to be here. I don't have to listen to this. And so I left. And then he took something very valuable to them and sold it, like their church van. So, guys, people, doesn't matter if they're your friend, if they're your family, if they're your church friend, church family, people are always going to mess up. Always. But I hope we won't mess up in standing up for this young man. Because could you imagine what he's going through with the other teammates? Do you think maybe they're yelling when he goes into there, screaming, "You ain't one of us. You don't care about your kind"? I don't like that term, "your kind," because we're all humankind. I can't believe you didn't wear this shirt. Sad. And I don't know his history, but I can tell you something. It takes a real man to stand up in that situation. Yes, I'm going to make sure it blends in Timothy whenever he's watching this. Anyway. And I had a kind of situation like this happen to me, besides that one. I mean, of course, I've had all kinds of church incidents happen to me because people are people. We make mistakes. The church is full of people. None of us are good but Christ. So, it's going to happen. Sometimes you just got to suck it up. Go on. Sometimes it's time to move on. But, you need to pray about that stuff. Anyway, when I was a youngster, when I was a young warthog, no, I'm just kidding. When I was in high school, I was the FCA president. No one else would do it. I wasn't an athlete either. But I was chosen by the students to be the FCA president. I don't know who was over at that time. I don't know if Gary Maggard was over at that time, but he's a great man. I worked with him later for doing youth stuff in Big Stone, where I went to church. But it was really strange because I'm doing it in the mornings whenever there was clubs. If people didn't have a club to go to, they'd yank over to mine, and I'd really just give it to them. Didn't know that the teacher in that room was ridiculing students in his class that he knew went to church because he believed in the Satanic Bible. People don't believe me when I say that. It happened. Southwest Virginia. Happened. And, you know, sometimes he'd get up and walk out right in the middle. Whatever. You know, I don't care. I don't care. That is my time to share my belief. Anyway. That year, my grandmother, my mom's mom, became bedridden. She had many strokes. She was having sundowners. When the sun goes down, she'd forget who she was and stuff. She was having dementia. My brother was 11 years younger than me, and so my mom was trying to get him ready, and I was trying to help, and then I was taking him to school. And you just can't take a 5-year-old over there and leave them. And, you know, and the time for FCA was in the mornings, like from 8 to 8:30. I can't take a child to the school and just leave him there. And I didn't have any words with Mr. Joe. I just did what I had to do because my grandmother was dying. And as part of that family, I didn't think that was too big of a deal. I thought, as I've always been taught, ministry starts at home. So that's what I did. So I'm going through the hallway one day. And this is a little school, and it was crammed packed full of people. Because in the hallway, you know, everybody's busting by you and stuff. And I see him, and it kind of shocked me because I hadn't seen him in months. He never asked me why I wasn't doing FCA. He never asked me what was going on with my family. Nothing. Never heard anything from him. And, so it shocks me, and my friends are there behind me. And that really embarrassed me. I mean, I don't even care what anybody else says, but my friends were good people. He pulls this big Bible out. He reads about how not to quit what you're called to do, stuff like that. It was hurtful, y'all. Soon, my grandmother passed away. And we began meeting, not under FCA, but by ourselves after she passed away. Whoever wanted to come. Of course, nobody came, except for my friends. He didn't like it. But I had the right as a student. So, you know, people, they mess up. Do I think he's a bad person? Sometimes. But, y'all, let's just get behind Mr. Jonathan. I don't remember his last name. Issacs maybe? Anyway. Let's show him that we believe in him, that we agree with him maybe, if you do. And let's just not allow what could happen to happen. I'm telling you, I just think about that story makes me mad, but it's okay. It's okay. So I'm getting ready to go out and spend some money. Not much, but a little bit. Don't know where, haven't decided. But I just wanted to get on here while I was getting ready, let y'all know that my podcast is up. Really excited about that. It was a good one. You know, the other podcast I did was just like a training. It's not on there, but this one is on there. So if you want to hear about why I'm thankful, hop on there. If you need the, it's on Apple and Google on their free podcast. It's a free podcast, and it's under Heather Jones Owen or HJO. I can't remember. I think it's Heather Jones Owen. Pretty picture of me. So I know I've yacked for 30 minutes. It's hard because I don't have people responding to me, you know. But anyway, share, subscribe, y'all. I need to be live again. And I just cannot make myself be censored anymore on that stupid F book. Should tell you something right there. Anyway, sorry. I want y'all to just pray for her. I mean, I know y'all say she's crazy. All she talks about is Jesus. You know, I'm only on here 30 minutes out of the day, maybe. I do not only think about Jesus. I think about cheeseburgers. I think about energy drinks. I think about how much money can I get back if I take that back. I think about this. My dad hasn't missed me yet. I wonder if he's off work. My dad just started a new shift, day shift. Yeah. But when I saw that guy, just thought, and if he can bump up against that, I might have to go down the wrong aisle at Walmart today. Just saying. High five. I'll see